Good morning, everybody. It is day 9 of lockdown. Got a few things I need to get done today. I need to clean the furniture outside and I need to clean my barbecue because the sun is shining beautifully and I want to try and get the barbecue up and running. Now my plan today is to try and speak to Alex Evans. Now I'm hoping to get hold of Alex to do a little bit of a FaceTime with him and hopefully he can give us a couple of putting tips. I played with Alex this year in the Sunningdale foursomes and his putting was just ridiculous. So I thought today I could have a little chat with him. I've got a few jobs that I need to get sorted out from the business point of view, so I've got to nip into Torquay Pro Shop to try and sort that out if I can. I am also trying to speak to England Golf. I want to have a chat with them to see how things are going from the golf industry point of view. Some questions have come at me about some handicapping and when that's going to come in and whether there's a delay on that sort of thing. So I'd like to speak to England Golf, even if I can just get a few answers from them, just to answer a few of your questions. Let's get this day underway. Right, I've been seeing this challenge a little bit on social media, so I thought I'd have a little go with it. It's the step ladder challenge, but I've got a little secret for you. I've got GC Quad set up, so what I'm going to do is give you the loft numbers that you're going to need to get those bottles off. Let's give it a go. Don't tell anyone. I've got 56 degrees in loft to start us off with, okay? I'm going to use this wedge right the way through the process. First go, thank you very much. Shot 1, 43 degrees of loft required for that particular shot. Oh, nailed the rim. Absolutely nailed the rim. Okay, took me 2 attempts that go. 46 degrees for the second step up. Oh, nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. I think I got the right right loft there. Oh, got the top one. Got it. Got it. 48 degrees for the third one up. Okay. That was a duff. Proper duff. So straight away, instantly, because I'm trying to get the ball more in the air because I'm going up to the 4th step up, I'm starting to push my ball position slightly further forward, which in turn is hopefully going to give me a little bit more delivery of loft by the time I come into the shot. He took the top one off. Oh, that was, God, that was perfect. It was shaking, got the bottle shaking. Rubbish. That far, literally, like. Right, this is the one. This is the one. Absolutely nailed it. Like, nailed it. 4th step up, 49 degrees of loft required. No! Incorrect. Yes! Yes! Like a Seve reaction, wasn't it? Oh, 49. Last one, 49. So it was the same as the one before. So not a lot in that. Maybe I just hit it a little bit harder. There you go, some lofts for you. It's like cheating. Don't tell anybody. So kids are in homeschooling, as you know, and they've been doing some arts and crafts today. So they just want to show you all what they've been up to. Right, arts and crafts, Charlie, what have you been doing?
We've been making some elephants, and this is mine and this is Bobby's.
Oh, wow. So these are, what are these? These are the...
Elephants.
Yeah, elephants, yeah, but they're from milk bottles, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Yeah? And Bob, do you want to show outfit yours as well?
No, thanks.
Okay, Charlie can do that. Right, no problem. So that one's, is this one Charlie's?
No, that's Bobby's.
That's Bobby's one, so that's his elephant. And then this is yours. Show us your one then. Oh, that is very snazzy, Charlie Jane. Well done you. Nice arts and crafts. Well done. Gold star for you.
Yay.
So I'm just going to do a quick FaceTime with Alex Evans. Now, some of you may know Alex. Alex got his own YouTube channel, and I'll put the link in the description down there so you can go over and see Alex. Alex and I are really, really good friends. I was actually at university in America, and I recruited him in to my university to come and play for the college team that we were at, and he then came on board and played for the team with me. So we've got a really good relationship. Obviously, it's great that he's involved with YouTube as well, and we're going to do, when this is all over, we're going to start to do some stuff together, maybe some travelling and playing some course vlogs together, things like that. So let's give Alex a quick call now and just have a catch up with him. Al, how are you, mate?
I'm alright, mate. It's only been a couple of weeks, hasn't it? It's only been a couple of weeks.
I know. How are you? Have you got over the defeat all right?
No, I'm still fuming, mate. I was trying to find ways to blame you as well. I was trying to think, but it wasn't your fault, mate, was it, really?
Well, we had some fun, didn't we?
Yeah, it was good, mate. It was good.
And it was nice to catch up.
Feeling.
Hey?
I had that feeling afterwards, you know, when you're like, when you're a kid and you come back from holiday and you're like gutted and you sit in the corner of the room for a month. That's what I was like. I did thoroughly enjoy it, but yeah, I don't like losing, mate.
Well, that's the problem with golf, isn't it? Is that you lose more than you win, and a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't get that, do they?
No, I don't get that. Been playing long enough, I still don't get that, Dan. I still can't accept that.
So, how is lockdown treating you?
I mean, you know what? It's all right, Dan. There's people in a worse situation than me, so I've got a little setup in my garage working at balls and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that on a bit of social.
It's not state of the art or anything, but I'm getting
no.
balls, so I get obsessed. You know what I'm like? I get obsessed with technique, so it gives me a good excuse to do smash out some technique work. Yeah, and I can get annoyed in there, mate. No one sees me. It's like my own little
like a little soundproof room, so you can start just shouting at yourself.
Go as nuts as I want in there.
So anyway, I want you to share with us all a tip. Now, when we played together at Sunningdale, I've got to say, like, I don't remember playing college golf with you. I don't remember you being like a super duper putter. Like, I remember you being a good player, but I don't remember you being like the putting. Like, what I saw at Sunningdale with your putting, I just thought was like, even if you didn't hold the putt, you looked like you were going to hold the putt. Like, it was one of those, like, every putt you stood over, you looked super confident, completely in the zone as well. And I just kind of wanted to, because I know we talked about it briefly, that you've been doing some psychology kind of stuff as well with your game. Yeah. And I just wanted you to maybe just share with us your putting technique, not necessarily a technique, but your way in which you set yourself up and pre-shot routine and go through the actual execution of the putt.
Yeah, I could do, and you're right, I wasn't great. You know, it was never a massive strength in my putting. And again, it's probably an area where I've gone away from, when you're talking about technique, I've probably gone away from technique and trusted almost my natural instincts a little bit more with it. Obviously, I've trained it over the years, but yeah, it's very much more like a natural flow, which I don't even realise someone posted the video on Twitter, Ed, that followed us round. And I was like, oh, it actually does look good, you know?
Yeah,
so,
look really solid, really solid.
Yeah.
Right, so you can share it with us, yeah? Can share something
absolutely.
With us? Okay, go for it.
So yeah, I told you it wasn't state of the art, didn't I? I've literally got a mat, a bit of carpet and a net, but it does the job for now. So yeah, you're right with my putting, it wasn't always a massive strength. I would say it is one of the stronger points of my game now, but that's come from over the years doing a lot of technique work, so setup being really neutral, alignment being neutral, everything's become a little bit too robotic I mean, it's done me good, those sort of bits, but it's got a little bit robotic. So last year, sort of end of last year, I started to just think, right, I'm just going to trust it, stand to the putt that feels completely comfortable to me. So, you know, before I was stood very much, everything in line, feeling like chest over, eyes over the ball, arms are in line that way, but it just did, you know, it's very robotic, so it was like there was no real feel or rhythm to the stroke. So I literally spent a good few months putting just through a putting gate, just the little gate thing, the smallest one you can get, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to stand completely natural to the ball, not worry about anything being lined up or anything, just the putter face needs to be lined up, and whatever way I need to look at that line on the putter for it to look straight, that's how I'm going to stand. and it just gave me that like natural feel for the putt a lot more, and I could just stand over it, feel like, really now I actually look forward to putts and feel like I can hole anything, really. I'm not saying I hole everything, because I don't, obviously, but I feel like I can hole everything. But one massive thing that helped me, which I think at first when Dan, you first seen it, you were thinking, what is he doing, just hit the putt, but in the practice stroke, and this is so important for the long putts for me, is really be deliberate in the putting stroke. So I stand over the practice stroke, look at the hole. You can see me natural now, by the way. I stand with my feet open, just feel like that's how I can get the putter square. So I look at the hole, feel the practice stroke, but at that point I actually hit the ball in my head, follow through, see the ball rolling, see it, see whatever break it might be, see it go in, and then I'll step in, don't waste any time, one look and go. And that's why I use the line on the ball, just because it saved me wasting any time over the ball, stood there thinking, am I lined up, am I not? So I've got to be really precise with that line being at the hole. So if it's this put out job here, feel it, see it go in, repeat it, go. Oh, alright, didn't hit it hard enough, but that wasn't far away, to be fair. This is annoying, that I've spent many a time nearly smashing the putt out up, but it's still intact, which is good. But give that a go, and you can actually start to really get a feel when you see the ball going in, and everything's got to be precise. So the exact time it would take from leaving your putter face to going in the hole, you stand up, you've seen it, you know what it's going to do, stand up and repeat it as good as you can. Good, Emily. That's the magic weapon, that. So you can do it.
The one thing that stood out to me from your putting there, though, was when you set up and you said, "Oh, I felt like I just feel like I aim slightly left with my feet, and it feels more natural." I'm one for that, and I think it's more because I do it, and I think it's because you're obviously looking down the line of the putt that you tend to naturally want to sort of face a little bit down the left-hand side. Does that make sense? Is that something you thought about?
Yeah, I think so. It's not something that, it's not like, almost not a conscious thought. It's just when I stand over it, I just see it so much better that way, and it's like, it can do with all your eyes and where they line up, and my left eye is much stronger than my right, so I probably prefer looking out at that more, so I'm almost tilted that way, so left eye's more dominant with it. So there's loads of little bits that go into it, isn't it? But like I said, it's just literally what felt the most natural, most comfortable, and I think you're just going to make more confident putting strokes feeling like that. And what I also like as well is when you talked about like how robotic you became, because we do, don't we? You know, we go through spells with putting where you think, right, well, if I get really rigid, I can't really, nothing can go wrong. But actually then you lose all the feel out of the putt, and especially your long putting, that, like, certainly I talk about Sunningdale, but, you know, the greens were pretty pure at Sunningdale, and they were slopey, and, you know, I left you in a few positions where I was just hitting it on the green, and you were then having to have longer putts, but, you know, you were hitting them all stone dead, and the feel that you had pretty quickly on those greens was quite impressive, Yeah, especially because pre-practice round I turned up after a 3.5 hour drive and was straight on the tee, wasn't I? Wasn't ideal, but yeah, it's just, so with that sort of picturing the line and matching up line and pace, it's the best it's been because I can see it so much better. So, you know, before 30 foot putts, that's long putts that you're looking at, I was always like, right, just get it within. You get it close, whereas now I'm actually looking to hold it. It just improves your complete process, because realistically you should be trying to hold every putt chip it is that you're trying to hit, because why would you aim not to? And it's more, how can I say, you're convincing yourself more that you're actually aiming to hold it and you actually can hold it, not just because you're going through the motions.
So a lot, I mean, are you focusing on, when you talk about holding it, are you focusing on hitting it firm and holding it? Because a lot of your putts were kind of almost like perfect pace all the time. So even if you missed a long putt, you were like, I was picking the ball up. I wasn't having to putt. They were gimmies, you know. We talked about it, didn't we?
Yeah.
I didn't putt in the first round. I didn't putt for the first 12 holes.
Yeah, a little 4-footer downhill one.
Little sneaky one. But then I did leave you like an 80-footer.
You hold it though. You hold it.
But like, so are you focusing on like, I know I always think about 9 inches behind the cup is what I'm thinking about. But what are you zoning in on? Are you worried about stuff like that, or are you just...
I'm thinking when I'm seeing it going in, I'm actually seeing it going in at a specific pace. So it depends on the putt. So like I said, when I'm drawing that image, if it's an 8-foot putt, I'm seeing it going in at a decent pace. I like to hit them quite firm, really. It's probably going to go maybe a foot past. But with the longer ones, I'm probably seeing them more dropping in terms of, I usually play whatever the break is, I play quite a big break because I'm playing the true slope of the green rather than taking break out, hitting it at pace and risking having a 4-footer back. So I'm always, the pace-wise, when I'm watching it, that's why you've got to see it in real time. See it going in at the exact pace you want it to go in. Depends on the putt, really.
Yeah. Well, I like it, mate, and thank you very much for your tips. It's always nice to catch up with you. And you just take it easy for the rest of the lockdown, all right? You know, keep practicing, keep working on Angry Out.
And wear that mat out.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will do.
Punch the walls in.
Yeah, you take it easy.
Cheers, Dan.
All right, mate. Take care. See you later. Bye. Speed training. Got to keep going, everybody. So over the next couple of days, I'm going to have a chat with the course manager at the Temple Golf Club up in Berkshire. So if you've got any questions that you want to put over to him through me, anything you want to ask about greenkeeping, anything you want to ask about how they're maintaining their golf course, just put your comments down below and hopefully I'll be able to ask him some of those questions. Oh, definitely feeling like I'm getting quicker. So there you go, end of day 9 of lockdown. Didn't actually manage to get my cleaning of the barbecue and cleaning of the furniture done today. However, got plenty of time on my hands for the next sort of few weeks, I reckon. So I'll try and see if I can get it done tomorrow because Laura's birthday this week and it'd be quite nice to have a little barbecue if we can, so I'm gonna have to get onto that tomorrow. So it was great to catch up with Alex again today, him just talking through some of the processes that he goes through when it comes to his putting. Hopefully some of you might be able to use some of that information. It was also good fun to have a little go on the old ladder challenge. Let me know if you have a go with it and how you get on with it. I've scheduled in to have a little FaceTime session with Lester tomorrow on camera, so hopefully we'll be able to catch up with him tomorrow morning, so you'll be able to see him and check in, make sure he's all right. I've got to go and put the dinner on, so stay safe everybody and I'll catch up with you again tomorrow.